Hello, everyone. And then Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and hopefully a Happy New Year. It's time for my first ever Twisted Wonderland event guide, and hopefully the first of many. Now let's get on with the show. Let's get on with the Sam's New Year's Sale 2022, or in our case, it'll be 2023, featuring our favorite purist of boyos, Kaleem and Deuce. Two precious innocent babies getting their New Year's kimono and doing New Year's thing. Don't know what they'll be doing in the event since I'm NA only and I haven't actually read any translation. But who cares? It's the two best boys being best boys. God, I can't wait to read it. As for the event, there doesn't seem to be any real grinding, so I'll be skipping most of the, you need to grind X amount for all of these shit. It's a battle event where we just have to wait a day for a new story to open up. A total of 7 days for 7 stories featuring the 7 dorms. Yaj. After clearing the stories, we'll get the extra battles for each one, which will drop you the fortune cookies for the store. You'll need at least 40 fortune cookies to clear out that store. Luckily, we don't need to grind lessons to be able to do the extra battle, so it'll be easier than usual. At least, that's what I understand, because I didn't find any information about any other event currency. As for what's in the store, obviously the extra copies of New Year's Deuce, the groovy materials, and the usual set of spell books, the Madol Awakening Perfume SSRs, and some honey. And as for the missions themselves, the event missions, the usual event missions, I mean not the stamp rally event missions that were fucking hell during all of those Halloweens and Al-Narija, forcing us to clear everything faster than usual. We'll get 5 fortune cookies for free just for logging in for 5 days during the event period. That's nice. So we only really have to grind 35 fortune cookies. By the way, each extra battle only drops 1 fortune cookie, so that's just 35 battles and done. The other missions are 10 gems for raising Deuce's level and another 10 for raising his vignette, 50 gems for clearing all of the extra battle, the usual lesson missions, which are 10 and 30 doing 10 and 30 times each lessons and each one will give you either honey, Madol, or cookies. But now let's get into the good stuff. The boys, the best boys, the purest of boys, Kaleem and Deucey. I'd like to thank at kellyCake57 for making these adorable infographic, which if you've hung around the subreddit, you've already seen a few of them. Her Instagram's in the description below if you want to follow her and her work. They're also making more infographic for future characters, so you be able to just catch them up and read them up, because honestly, they make reading all of the characters' info so much simpler and easy. Speaking of which, the characters, the actual meat of the event, the actual hype, the banner, and the welfare. Let's start with the poster boy himself, New Year's Kaleem Al-Asim. He's a blue-green balanced unit who duels with Ace, which is all kinds of great. He gets an attack boost from Deuce, and then an HP boost from Leona and Jade. The always reliable Water Wave on his first spell, with Flora Shot on his second spell that turns into a Forest Strike on level 10. Which, if you use Leona, you know hurts a lot. As for tips on how to use Kaleem, he's an amazing defensive water green unit, which pairs extremely well with Stargazer Deuce and Groom Idia, who obviously is because Stargazer Deuce duels with Idia, and then Groom Idia is also green blue and defensive, and both Deuce and Idia have HP buddy bonus with Lilia, so you can either use your green-blue Groom Lilia if you got him, or if you leveled his spells, unlike me, who did not manage to level his spells on time before the event ended, in which case I'll be using Lab Coat Lilia, which is still doable and great, plus he's double blue. After the last unit, you can throw in an Storm Azul, he's just great. He's just amazing for defensive or offensive teams. And you have an amazing defensive water blue or water with a splash of green, splash of flora, sorry. Squad. A lot of defensive strategies you can do around them. Now, as for Deuce, sadly he doesn't mix as well with Clean, but you know who he does mix with? Dorm Ains. That's right, we finally have a red-green Deuce. So we finally have a good pairing for Dorm Uniform Ains. Sadly, his buddy bonuses are with Jack and Kaleem. And, well, Kaleem, I guess his birthday boy youth virgin is probably the only one you can pair him up with, while in Jack, I'll get into in a bit. As for how you can use Deuce, he's an offensive unit, and he has some great passive on his spells, which more than makes up for the fact that he doesn't get any of the benefits the SSR gets, like the boat, like the duel, or like the level 10 bonuses. Even his first spell is a basic power boost, while his second spell is a damage cut, meaning he can bring some defensive options to your offensive squad, which tend to be a bit fragile most of the time. As for making a team for Deuce, that was a little bit harder compared to Kaleem, who was a bit more straightforward. With him, obviously, Dorm Ace, because it's Dorm Ace. It's a Deuce. We need a Deuce. But other than that, the rest of the squad can consist of Dorm Jack, Union Birthday Sebek, sadly unreleased, but we can work him in a few months. And Birthday Boy Ruji, a good balance of offensive fire and flora units. And it helps that you have a triangle of duels with them of Ruji, Jack, and Sebek. And that's wrapped this up. Let me know what type of squad you're gonna build with these teams, what things I can improve in these event guides. I kind of want to continue them, but I'm still unsure, but I definitely would love to hear your opinion. But I think that's enough. Oh, the next one will be a bit longer because it'll be an actual event and not just a very short New Year's event, because it seems the New Year's event is just gonna be way more chill than the usual ones. With that being said, Happy New Year's, Happy Holidays, and goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.